Right, welcome back. A few bits have already turned up for the caliper and the master cylinder. I've got the new piston, new seals. Oh, nice new piston, red rubber grease, and the new seals for it. So hopefully, I'm still waiting for my heater to turn up. It'll be the same as I used to use one last year, but that just died of death, so it's an identical version of that, just a small white heater. So the parts for that are here. Hopefully next episode we can start paint. Also, master cylinder repair kit. I've just got to clean out the centre. That's following on from the last episode. So that's all here. So that's practically ready to go. So hopefully next episode I can start getting paint on the caliper, the bracket, and master cylinder and the clamp. This episode I want to have a look at the clocks. Obviously it all sits on a bracket which, as you can see the state of, is chipped and scuffed. The actual clock lowers or covers, they're painted green, so they need to be stripped back. So today we're going to strip all this down, get the bracket out, rub the bracket down, get that prepped and ready for paint. So that's the job for today. Alright, so let's start taking these apart. Hopefully I should get away with most of it, which is basically a couple of posies and a flathead screwdriver. I'm actually missing the screw clamp and this bracket. So the bracket itself is actually quite good condition. I just need the screw and the clamp. Slight bit of pitting, not too bad. Again, I'll lay everything out. Yeah, everything's so loose. Alright, let's get these bowls off. Like I said, these ones will need to be stripped down, cleaned up. They've just been painted over the top by someone. Yeah, it's flaking already, so hopefully that's a good sign. Be nice if I can actually save them. Alright, so we've got a couple of, yeah, they're 8 mils. Right, so there's the parts off so far. That's connected with 2 3 lights. Be the same on the other side, and then the main centre lights. So I need to have a look at all these bulbs and the attachments and make sure they're okay. So let's get these disconnected. Right, just got the bulbs out from this side on that clock. Again, all this will be cleaned. Cap for the ignition just unscrews. That's the ignition. The main light cover. Again, I'm going to have to replace this foam, it's just falling to pieces. Right, and hopefully now the bulb should just push through, he says. And they won't move. Right, let's get this, get these ones out. Join me again once I've done that. Alright, so I just managed to prise them three out. So all that's left to do now is the main four in the centre. Right, nearly there. Managed to get two of them out. They're quite tough. Ended up putting a bit of penetrating fluid down. Let's see. And then I'll clean all these holes out as well. So just these last two. That's it. There's the wiring loom. So all that will need to be cleaned up. Need to check all the bulbs. I'll give all this wiring a good clean up. Right, so that just leaves us with the bracket, which I now need to clean up. Alright, so I've just got to scrape all this foam out and then I can get this rubbed down. And so one thing I have noticed, that's had a repair, because it should say left turn, R, L turn, R turn. You can see the difference. So I may have to see if I can find another one that's in better condition, because that just looks terrible. Shame. Everything else seems to look alright. It's obviously whether I can get these cleaned up. They should polish up. A slight bit of pitting in them, but not too bad. The actual clocks, yeah, 30,691, and stood for a long time. So they should all clean up nicely. I'll check all the ignition. So I'm just going to get this scraped off, and I'll get the shroud down. Alright, so that's starting to clean up nicely. Just need it to be a smooth finish. So I'm going to carry on, get a bit more of that done. And then take it from there. Alright, so I've gone in a bit more on that one, which has come out a lot better. I'll still give it one final rub down. Regarding these, the paint is starting to come off. It looks like they've been hammerited. It looks to be a primer underneath, so I don't know the condition. I'm hoping I can save them, but I won't know until this paint comes off. So I'm going to give that another coat of paint stripper, see if that will start. It is starting to lift, as I say, it depends on the quality of the actual metal underneath. Regarding the disc, I say, as I've been sort of like having this with paint stripper on it and these with paint stripper and letting it settle in, I've been working some more on the disc. So this side is coming up really good. I've started to strip the paint in the middle. Obviously the other side, again, started on the middle bit. Still got all the outside to do. But considering how that started out, that's come out really well. I didn't really want to replace it with a modern disc. I prefer to keep it as original as I can, where I can. So happy with how this is all going. As I say, I'm going to put some more paint stripper on that, give that a final going over. Right, so thanks for joining me on that one. That was a breakdown of basically how to take clocks apart and start getting everything prepped. As I said, the one thing I did notice, obviously this has been repaired, which is a shame. So I'm going to have a look, see if I can find another one. I mean, somebody's obviously done a quite a good repair on it. They've used part of an old indicator lens, cut it down, and then basically glued it in place. But it has no back either, so I'm going to have a look, see what I can find. The actual outer clock covers, the tops seem okay. Again, I'll give them a polish. So more work to do on the bottoms. And get this ready for paint and keep working on the disc behind the scenes. So I'll keep you updated on how that's going, and hopefully that shouldn't be too long, and then I can paint the centre. So last thing before we wrap this video up, next couple of videos, I'm not quite sure which order I'm going to do it in. It'll either be, the next episode will be, I'll take this to paint, the caliper and the master cylinder. That all needs to be prepped and ready for paint, for primer, and then hopefully top coat, etc. Again, it depends on temperatures. I have got a heater in here now. I am trying to get it warm, but it's still quite cold, so I'm going to do a couple of test practice runs on a couple of bits, see how it comes out. So the next episode will either be paint, or it will be a short video on basically what's next, what's coming up, where am I moving forward, what are the plans for the channel to move forward, what bikes, etc. Obviously, even though this one's, well, I'm so far through it, not even halfway really, I'm still looking at down the line for future projects. So that will be coming up, I say, either in the next video or the video after. I'm not sure, it depends on the paint. It depends on the temperature. I'll get my words out. Depends on the temperature in here and if it's warm enough to actually paint. So we'll just have to take it video by video at the moment. I need to get back into the frame, but as I say, I've still got a lot of rubbing down to do, especially on the back end. As usual, subscribe button, bottom right hand corner, so please like and subscribe. It is important to me, it is important to my channel. Also hit the bell icon so you'll be notified of when videos are released. Also, if you like the video, hit the like button. Link to my Patreon page, bottom left hand corner. Again, if you want to support the channel, click on that link, it will take you to my Patreon page. There's also a link in the description below to my tip cup. If anybody likes the video or likes something I've done, click on the link and you can leave a tip. It can be basically anything you want, anything helps the channel basically, it all goes back in. Also, I've said many episodes ago, there's a link to my merchandise shop, t-shirts, hoodies. They started off really well, took a bit of a dip, which I expect. You know, it's a new new thing for me. I'm still exploring and looking at designs, etc. There are a couple of new designs in there, so link in the description, so go and have a look if you're interested. But as I say, that's about it, so join me again next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.